All right. What's up, everybody? We're live Tuesday. What a great weekend we just had out in Texas. Can you hear us? How do we look? How do you guys look?
A little far over here.
Are we far away? Let's see here.
I feel like we are.
Like we're too far back here? Should we scoot forward? Should we change the angle of the view? I can zoom in a little bit. So usually this is the cutoff. This is the cutoff band right here. We cut this frame right here.
I feel like we could zoom in a little bit.
We could zoom in, but then you don't see the trophies, you don't see the nectar thing, you don't get the air horn up in the corner. Like there's lots of, some may say clutter. Some people might come into this zone here and have like a significant panic attack looking at everything here. But it's all part of the ambience and the experience and the excitement that we curate, especially for you. Plus, if you've got like a cool product launch, you know, you could like hide Easter eggs in the back.
That's true.
Sometimes there's Easter eggs, you know, like this Dynasty Champions Club water bottle. I think I was sipping on a month or so before it was actually sent out to the champs. You know, we had a super top secret gun design sitting in the background for like a handful of episodes. Right now, I don't know that there's anything top secret. Just, again, some may call it clutter. But it's kind of fun. Like, imagine if you could imagine you, the viewer, coming in here and going, okay, I think it's a pretty easy question. But this is like a thing that I used to have when I was a kid, when I'd look through magazines, and I would see like, I don't know what company it was. It was like PMI or like one of those big companies would just show like a ton of products stacked up in a warehouse, and you're like, whoa. And like a pro player, like Rodney Squires holding his like VM68 or his autococker or automag or something, standing with like just the goggles on and like over all this equipment. And you're like, dude, if I could just like what if I could like get in there and I could have one thing out of there, what would I take? You know?
What'd you pick?
I don't know. I think it was like, I need a case of paint right now, or like look at all the barrels they had. It was like, I'll show you. I'm sure I have some of the magazines. Shout out to Jason Motto for sending me magazines from 1996. But it would be kind of cool, like, you know, imagine if you guys right here, everybody here. Now let's exclude the guns, okay? The guns are not part of this hypothetical sweepstakes shopping spree. Imagine one of you got to be a guest on the show. We invite you in here. You get to take a seat in the third chair, but you get to leave with one item from the background. Anything that you guys can see on this screen. What are you grabbing? Can't be the
Picking the gun.
No, I said excluding the gun. You can't take the gun. Oh yeah, let's turn that off.
Is this better?
Oh, that is better. That is so much better. We come in here and these mosquitoes, they just think that they can. We got a lot of rain in San Diego. The garage door swells, so we can no longer.
Thanks everyone that was worried about us.
Yeah,
that's
true.
It's kind of funny too. It's just rain.
Yeah,
and like
that is funny. Yes, thank you everybody.
The news is like, oh no,
yeah.
San Diego, it's a disaster.
Yes, I got 3 calls. Only 3, 4 if you can include my mom, whose power went out. So thank you everybody for checking in on us, but we're fine. Everything's good. Yeah. Okay, so what do we got here? Taking so the guns are not part of this deal. Imagine this. Imagine Kyle Spicka before he took his journey out to the West Coast, and you saw all this stuff. Like, what would you grab? What are you grabbing? Anybody grabbing the Spick and Span artwork here? Right there. I think this pod is no. I think there's a pod of banana ball somewhere in here.
I mean, maybe a.
Grabbing a jersey, grabbing another case of paint, grabbing these one of the several pairs of goggles. These goggles right there. Those are the OG Dynasty frames. I've got Oliver Lang's Hall of Icons.
Maybe a headband.
Yeah, there's some serious headbands here.
Or maybe this JT jersey.
That's a great one. That's Spider Cup. One Spider Cup in that jersey.
Probably worth a lot.
As a collector, right? Where'd you go? I saw you.
Yeah, a lot of people said the jersey.
The jersey's a good one. The cap jersey's a good one. The OGs. Speaking of the shoes, may as well clear the desk with these anyway. Literally Monday after our last practice, Monday, the entire team cleat order, shoe order, footwear order from New Balance showed up. So my garage is already, which is already a mess. Our garage is like, it's filled to the brim. If you think that this looks cluttered, this is like a nice section of what the garage looks like. If you could see what's on the other side over there.
I feel like they've gotten glimpses of
They've gotten glimpses,
there.
yeah. But the day after the guys left, 3 gigantic New Balance boxes showed up, along with 2 human-sized cases. Literally, like, if you were to stack all these Gen X pod caddies together, you could bury Kyle and I. Like, easily. Look at how big that box is right there.
Yeah, that thing is huge.
Yeah. Needless to say, shout out to Gen X. We've got some pod caddies for you guys, the giveaways. All right. Each one comes with a little Gen X water bottle also. And speaking of Gen X, they've got, I'm going to put a link in here below. They've got, they're doing the pod deal again. Before every event, leading up to the events, we've got pod deals going right now. So you can pre-order your pods for Vegas and get them there. Or if you're not playing Vegas and you've got another event, there it is, right there. Go in there and grab some deals. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we're working with here. 50 pods with the pod bag. Definitely gonna need one of those for $140. Las Vegas Open. All right, make sure you guys get your pods clean.
We gotta get these pictures.
Oh, yep, send them over. And yeah, thank you. Big shout out right there to let me get the air horn rolling. That right there is for Mr. Schwartz Gable.
And we got some nice stats here.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing lots of stats. I've got, not only do we have stats. Oh man, how do we do? Did you beat me?
It's on some.
On some. How many bunkers did I play? 5. That's a record. All right. Okay, so not sure if you guys have been following it lately, but this is actually a really cool new site that we got going here. We don't have it, but they have it. Paintball_stats. Have you guys seen all these yet? Has anybody seen?
I may have to screenshot these and send.
He didn't send a picture?
I don't think so.
Oh, just have him send the picture in the group chat. Yeah, just have him send those individual pictures. Really cool, man. I really like what he's doing. Seems kind of tedious, a little bit on the tedious side, but 100% of the points. Okay, we're gonna go. I'm getting excited here. So Paintball Stats has been coming up with. I guess it's a little tedious for how he does it, but we want to talk a little bit about it. But doing a really, really, really good job of creating a really high-end set of stats.
Yeah.
And as Maddie said in the 5-finger marketing death punch, is you need statistics. Okay, you need to create heroes. You need to have a reason to care. You need to get a reason to want to be involved in this, and then you want to just see how your players do or your teams do. And statistics are huge. Every single team has that in major sports. So Paintball Stats is doing an awesome job. They actually just posted up on their page a little Kyle and Ryan spick and span promotional side of things. We've got both of our stats involved in there. Dan Shelley, shout out for the photo. Thank you very much for making us look good. And we're going to post these things up here on the page so you guys can take a look at all that stuff. And yeah, end of season stats on player cards would be very cool. This would be a fantastic job or setup to have. Say downloads. If we can get these things on actual playing cards, that'd be killer. Like that would be really, really cool. Shout out to Paintball Trading Cards. We do some like the gold spick and span cards. Probably the best looking, feeling cards. I think those things were. That was a hit.
That was the best item of all time.
That was the best item of all time. If you guys were able to get in on that.
I didn't even get one.
I know. We sent ours back signed and we were supposed to get them. I know. We didn't get one, did we?
No.
Damn it. We're gonna have to.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Now that you mentioned that, that's
Yeah.
right. I think there were like 2 extras, and we were supposed to get them back because he was gonna package. He's gonna seal them up for us. I'll head him up. And then yeah, I think this paintball stats thing is pretty cool, and we'll get these things up here on the board. Also, we're gonna talk about the Paintball Combine, which was it was successful, man.
Epic.
I actually have and I've got the stats from the last 5 years from everybody, all the combines that we've done around the nation. So I kind of want to like do a little deep dive. We're gonna do it on the show. We're gonna bring you guys into the analytics of everything and see, which side of the nation, because we did Florida, we've done Texas, we've done California, we've done Arizona, and we're gonna see who's got the best scores, because the drills have been the same. I know we skipped the lateral slide drill on a couple of them, but we did do Florida was on natural terrain. Texas, Arizona, and California were all on turf. And I'll have to be completely honest with you, for everybody who's watching from California, last year I wasn't thrilled with the turnout. I thought that the California, Southern California, I thought it was gonna be gangbusters with the amount of talent and teams that we had out there, players we had out there, but it really wasn't. It wasn't the best showing, and it's kind of strange because
the level of competition was high
at this last one.
Yeah,
and
especially watching the tournament on Sunday.
I know.
There's like some really good players out there. Some really good paintball just in general being played.
There was. And the amount of U19 and U16 Team USA hopefuls, because this is where it is, right? And I also want to explain a couple things to those of you, maybe your parents, maybe you are U16 or U19 players and you didn't come to this, but you also want an invitation to the tryouts on the recommendation of maybe someone giving you a recommendation, or because you feel like your child or you are worthwhile. This is like a test. The combine is like one of the hurdles to the commitment level, right? Because it takes a lot from the parents to, really commit to have their kids play in the U19s and the U16s. And this is like hurdle and step number 1 is to go out there and prove yourself through a set of skills, right? So basically, I guess we can kind of jump right into it, but we grab statistics and off these set amount of drills. There's a snake drill, snap shooting drill, breakout drill, running and shooting, and lateral slide. So a lot of physicality involved in a couple of the drills. A lot of focus, a lot of preparation goes into making sure that you are going to do well in them. You get a couple of opportunities to perform your best, but a little bit of pressure. But, that's one of the big hurdles, is making sure that you are prepared to do these skills challenges. And then you play and then that puts you on a little bit of a leaderboard. And then we discuss it. But that kind of is like step 1. And then we watch you play in a tournament setting. Marcelo watches you. And then everybody else gives input. Like, hey, this kid's playing really well. I had a couple of U16 and U19 hopefuls on my team. And I'm like, hey, this guy's playing really great. My team was stacked. We didn't do very well. We did well, but we missed it by 1 point. And just a little hiccup. And a missed opportunity, as some people might say.
A 3-way tie.
A little 3-way. It was a 3-way tie. That's what it was. The old 3-way tie. I'm not a huge fan of the 3-way tie. You get rid of the team that you all beat. Come on. I beat the one team by a lot. Everybody else beat them by a little, but we don't count that score. Come on. What is this? Nonsense. Team Troll. Should have been, Team Troll. And yes, Rye Guy and Yosh were there, so content has been trickling out on the JT page, on Rye Guy's page. Rye Guy has been working with BKI and us since the summer camp. He came out to one of my clinics and was like, this is really cool content, because obviously Rye Guy and Verbal, all you guys, you get all the great content, but it's also really good. Kyle, you've been really gotten a lot of traction with it, was like when you're giving the speaking content, right?
Oh yeah.
It's just a different level of content that's not just people getting bunkered or shot or fun stuff like that. It's also just a little bit of a change up when you're explaining what's going on and why and how and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the complex theory, strategy, stuff like that. It's good.
Yeah. So, So yeah, that's pretty cool. So you're going to see a lot of that information and all that stuff kind of popping out here over the course of the next couple weeks. And I think Rye Guy might be coming out to summer camp again, maybe. Summer camp. Is BKI summer camp open yet? For bunkering, it never gets boring. But you know what I'm not getting a lot of? We're not getting a lot of chicken wings.
Yeah.
I used to see that a lot more in the past. Remember, like, in the old Trauma Head sports videos and even in, like, the Dirter videos? Like a good old chicken wing.
Yeah.
We don't get any of those. Verb, what's going on here?
How do you say that name?
Oxism.
Oxism.
Welcome to the show. Let me put you on the wheel.
Tag him.
I'm going to set him up on the wheel here. As a reminder to everybody who's in the show here, I'm putting you on the... We got a wheel, the wheel of names, to give away prizes. If you guys want to join and support the show, you can do so by clicking the link down below. There is a join button. There's a subscribe button, but there's also a join button. And we give away prizes. We've been sending out a lot of prizes. A little backed up, but make sure we have your address just in case you do win, so I can send out your prizes. Lots of Gen X prizes. Matrix kicks down with some goodies as well. And then also as a big thank you to GG Sports for jumping on, and JT USA Core Empire. I think it's the umbrella, the big umbrella company. We've got the GI Sports paint, the Dynasty Pro Team paint. We've got EVS goggles that he wears. We got ProFlex goggles, which in my opinion are the best goggles out there.
Halos. They've
got halos. We've got triads. It's just like a Romeo and Juliet thing, you know. So thank you, big thanks to all of our show supporters, Matrix Gear. Again, we have shirts coming out here very soon. Hopefully by mid to the end of the month here, pretty soon we're gonna have those shirts made. Gotta send them, get the designs done, and we'll be throwing those things out to add to the pile of giveaways. Also, Dustin from GG Sports is doing that event. There is a link down below. I'll get the link up here too. But he's got that event that's going to be paying prizes or giving prizes down, not just to place 1, 2, like in the NXL, not 3 or 4, but I think he's going all the way down to like 8th place.
Oh, wow.
Which I'm a big fan of because it gives everybody an opportunity. That way, like, takes a little bit of the stress off. Everybody's having fun. We actually just had this conversation Oh, you weren't there yet. At the Combine in the house, we were talking about kind of prize money. What does the league do if it got like this big investment? Do you pay down for more prizes? Do you increase the prize package for the first place team? And I think we've talked about it a little bit here on this show, but a lot of teams would rather have lower entrance fee rather than higher prize packages because 80% of the teams are pretty sure, no matter how much level of confidence you have, you've got pretty sure that you're probably not going to win the event. You're going out there to have a good time, to play paintball with your friends, to compete because we're all competitive. But you're also going out there to, you're hopeful that you're going to win.
Yeah.
But if you kind of like be a little bit more realistic about the whole situation, most oftentimes you're not going to win the big prize purse. So you'd rather pay a little less to compete the same way. And if you win, it's great.
Sure.
Dynasty, yeah, we want, have a higher prize package. Historically. I mean, we play the odds. We'll pay a little bit more if everybody else does. And we'll, happily cash in on that. So that's kind of like how it goes historically. So I'd always said, even when they were doing those 2-on-2s. So does everybody remember the 2-on-2 that the NXL was promoting and doing? I think it was $25,000 for first place. I said that was a horrible idea.
They were like 50 or something.
It's $50,000 for first place. That's right.
Yeah.
They were like $200,000 for first place. No. So it was $50,000 for first place, but the problem was they would do these regionals. So you have 10 teams. Say you have 10 or 15 teams in the regional team. If you go and do the regional event, me and you go in there and we get our asses kicked and we got like 8th place out of 15, or maybe we take 6th. Well, I'm not going to sign up for the big league one because I got my butt kicked in that other one. Sure. And they're only paying out $50,000 for first place and like $10,000 for second. They should pay it should have been 20, 10, and then a bunch of prizes down to like 8th or 10th place, because then I'll be like, I have a really good chance of, I might not be able to win this. Realistically, right? We just had Colt on last week, it's really important to have confidence, but overconfidence, hubris is what Alex was calling it, will sometimes not get you so far. And then you're just kind of left there holding without a chair, whatever it is. But if you've got, okay, I can compete, I can do really well, I could possibly win, there's a good chance I'm going to take the top 4, maybe 5th place, something like that. And if you look at like a lot of those, the single kind of not mainstream national leagues where it's like golf, they pay down to like 32nd place. Tennis also pays down a lot because there's a big prize player pool, and all those guys they can go to the event, and you can even Formula One, even surfing, all those things. Is like you get there, you compete. If you do well enough, you're going to get something that's going to help to recoup some of your costs. Mm-hmm. So I've always been a big fan of if you're going to run an event, and rather than being like, hey, it's $100,000 for first place, a lot of guys are like, that'd be really cool to win this, but man, I haven't been winning a lot at home, so I'm just going to sit this one out.
Sure.
But if you're like, there's $100,000 in prizes, we're paying down to 8th place or 10th place, and you're like, that's how you fill up a 50-team roster.
Yeah.
Right? So anyway, long-winded story there. I convinced one person so far. I've convinced one person that that's a good idea. So shout out to Dustin and GG Sports for registration for his D4, D5, and 3-man series are up. And he's taking my advice. He's extended prizes down to 8th place. So he's hoping to get 15 teams for each division. 20 teams is his cap. So that's great. If 15 teams show up, you got 50% chance of getting some prizes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, so I mean, guys, GG Sports is already probably one of the nicer fields, if not the nicest field in the U.S. He's putting a lot of work into there. I was very impressed with it when I went out and practiced out there. Not only are the tournament fields really, really nice, dialed-in turf, but his rec fields. I'm bummed that we had a Sunday flight. I'm bummed it was really cold and it kind of rained one of the days, because for a fact next time we go out there, I'm playing on those rec ball fields.
I love it.
Yeah, I sure do, man. Come on, not at all. What if it's like one of the Super Mario field? Like you don't have to be in the woods. You're not like you're jumping over mounds. You're probably not gonna twist an ankle.
Yeah, I like those like castle scenario things.
There you go.
Yeah,
all right.
Okay, like a town or something.
All right.
All right. A mission, I guess.
Steve, I think Arturo pays. I think first place gets like $2,500. Second place probably gets $1,250. Third place gets a round of tacos and cervezas, and then I believe just cervezas for 5th place. I actually don't know how his prize package works down there, but you're winning. If you're playing paintball in Mexico, you're winning. You're having a good time. That's a good one. All right, did you send me all those things? Let me get those.
Should have them. Lucky they sent to you because I was trying to airdrop them on my computer. They won't
airdrop
I
anymore
got
for
those.
anyone. I got those. Yeah, let me put those things up right now. Let's go here.
It's cool. There's like individual ones, and then there's like, I think we're side by side.
Okay. Which one should I put up? I'm gonna put them all, right?
Yeah, there's 2 side by side, so there's that.
Let me see if I can. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it on the slideshow, and then we're gonna go. Oops, we gotta delete all these. How many of these things are in here?
There's a bunch. Just
can
copy them all.
I can select them all?
I think you just hold shift.
Oh, gosh. Oh, dude. Add files. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Open. Okay. And okay. All right, so we've got a little image slideshow. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're going to have to make these a little bit smaller. Okay, so I'm going to come over here with you. A little closer. All right, so here we go. We've got... my old eyes can't even barely see this.
Yeah, we have to...
I'm going to make this a little bigger.
Have to zoom in over here.
Got to zoom in on this one. Okay, so it looks like... Or here, I'll scoot over here because I can get a little closer to this thing.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so it is a spick and span duel here. Man, this is how we really need to do it for eating terrible things.
Yeah.
This is a way more equal playing field. I mean, I like the way that it works for us now as is, but okay.
That's interesting. It's the exact same amount.
So this is just the prelims. Okay, so this is just the prelims.
Oh, yeah.
I only played 3 matches. You played 4.
Mm.
All right, he did point that out. So thank you for pointing that out. On top of that, the damage match I didn't play very much.
Mm.
A little bit of a.
Well, I didn't play a lot either.
I know, but you kind of
I got myself in there.
You got yourself in there. So let's take a look here. Okay. Off the hot, 18 points played, great number. Win percentage, a tie. Wow, 61.1%. Point survivals. Wow.
So I survived the whole point?
Yeah, I like to send it at the end, I guess. Break survival rate.
Tie.
Wow. Dude, look at this guy. Hold on. Oh, come on, give it to me.
It's going away.
It's going away. That's a big one. Okay, point survival rate, tie. Bunkers played off the break, 5, and I think that might be a record so far on...
For you?
Well, no, not for me. I have to play everywhere. But when I looked at it, because I'm like, I feel like I played a lot of spots. 5. Okay. Let's see. What does this one say? Win. Most played bunker. D-side wedge. D-side can. Okay. D-side wedge. What was that?
I think that's the one that was up in the middle.
Oh, that thing sucked. That's in my most played spot.
Right?
I got 100 on something. What's that 100? What does that say?
Win percentage from your most played bunker.
Oh!
100.
There we go. I won every point from the D-side wedge.
Yeah.
Percentage of points with my gun up.
Off the break.
Off the break.
66.
I mean, I feel like that was 100 for me. That should be 100.
Stats don't lie.
Stats don't lie. Percentage of teams points played, 78. Suck it. So that actually does hurt me on the other ones.
Yeah, it does hurt.
It does. Yeah.
Don't get too happy on that.
That was like when we were doing the stats back in the day.
Yeah.
And it was like win percentage, 100%, you know?
Yeah.
You only played 5 points.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over here to the next sets. So this is kind of... oh, here we go. Look at that shot. Now that's a shot right there. Very cool graphics.
Yeah.
Break survival rate, 100%.
Look at that.
That's good. That's a good one. Out of 18 points. Okay. I'd like to see this all the way through, like to the final, like all the way to the finals.
Yeah.
Let's get a little more detailed. Okay, here's where I played. 18 points played. So that's the D-side wedge all the way up there. That was 100% of the points I made up there. Won. This is a really cool little stat setup.
Yeah, I like the top stats.
It did say
too.
5 bunkers played. I'm only seeing 4 highlighted, but I'm going to take the 5 and the W on that one.
Oh, well, it has 2 back center sides.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So Marcelo's got 2 bunkers played. I think I might have run to that can. Oh, maybe I didn't.
The snake side can?
Yeah, maybe not. So
maybe
there it is.
not in the prelims.
D side, back center, 1 time, D side. Okay, so these are the bunkers that we played?
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty cool. D side wedge, 6 times. I hated that thing. That was my least favorite spot. I hate battling out of a wedge. There's nothing fun about battling out of a wedge. All right, here's Kyle right here. 94% on the survival.
Look at that.
And the D side can. I should get a bonus for playing that. I should get a bonus position for playing that blind zone.
I mean, that's where
That's
I
where you
was.
play
That
all
was
the-
70% of my
yeah.
breakout was the blind zone.
Which if you're playing that blind zone 70% of the time, or roughly, you know.
Yeah.
Our stats might be a little muddy.
In
But
survival,
your
that
survival
high?
is that high. That's a big one. That's a big one. Yeah. So right there, that is really cool, man. That is a killer little setup right there.
Yeah.
I'll let that play up here in the top corner for those of you guys who have big screen TVs that you're watching this on. Awesome job. You know, we talk about producing content, putting out info, and this is one of those things that I think are not only really important but great to talk about, great to study. You know, you can look at your favorite player. You're like, man, I love Ryan Greenspan so much. I want to see where he played on this field. And if we can get this like almost immediately find. I don't know the actual turnaround time, but I think he messaged us yesterday and got these things done.
Yeah.
Yesterday he was like, hey, let's do this kind of coming up. And it would be really cool if you could do this and not in real time, but pretty close to real time and get content out in the media like almost immediately, because it gives a lot of the viewers out there something to kind of like look forward to as far as when they're playing, right? So if you're like going to play this layout next weekend or this weekend or whenever it is, you can be like, oh, cool, Ryan played that D-side wedge and won 100% of the points from there. Or Kyle played the Dorito can and he played, 95% of the points in that Dorito can. Like, he's the front guy. I could do that too. It's pretty cool, man. Yeah. Great work. And yeah,
I feel like Tyler's and Marcelo's might be around the corner then too. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, that would be cool to see.
It's on the mic.
It's on the microphone.
Do you see? It's on the bar. You see it?
Oh my gosh. This is gonna be a great video. Shh, everybody listen. You guys just got a little ASMR on that right there. That was murder in the first degree right there. That was it.
Wonder how loud that was.
And it's got to be all. I think it's all. I think it might all be yes, manual. And Dan Shelley AI, that'd be great. I actually had a really cool concept for ID cards and whatnot. So basically, you make, if every single one of the NXL ID cards, this would also help justify that price of $70 for those of you guys who whinge about it. But every NXL ID card, if it had an RFID chip in it, which is pretty easy, and then you can put gates, RFID gates, at the pits. And so as soon as you walk on the field, you're counted as on the field. Also, the start gate would have RFID cards on it, and everybody would be required to carry their player ID on them, which nobody does. I think a lot of divisional players hold on to them. But you basically have to have this RFID chip on your person at all times, because then it'd be a little bit easier to track. And if you could maybe put you can track them while they're on the field. That's a possibility. You can put them in the guns. That's a possibility. There's definitely technology out there that allows for better tracking and better movement. The cameras can do that as well. You can kind of like highlight nowadays with some AI tracking software devices and what have you. And that'd be a pretty interesting, cool little concept to do.
Yeah.
Because then you can kind of say, all right, let's follow this player the whole time. But air tags would work as well. I watched this surfing event. I follow like the World Surfing League, and they all, every time they walk out on the field, they paddle out, they all they have to check out an Apple Watch. So basically every competitor, the event's sponsored by Apple, they all have to wear Apple Watches. And when they go out there, you can check you can track their biometrics on the field. And then on top of that, it kind of tracks like what they're doing out there in the water. And that would be kind of cool too. Yeah. So you can be like, hey, let's check in on Ryan or Kyle's metrics, or like, okay, Mouse just ran to the snake. Let's see what his heart rate was during that point. That'd be a really cool thing to get those Whoop bands or someone to be able to track it. That's like a big sponsorship, big tech sponsorship, You pitch that to the thing, and then everybody's like, wow, his heart rate he was super calm that whole time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or like, damn, he was panicking. Like Alex's heart rate was 140, 140 when he was in there.
Spiked when he went under that wave.
Yeah, Michael, an RFID would be a little easier and cheaper than an AirTag. However, I don't know what the cost between the two of those things. Yeah, it would be cheaper, but I don't know how like in depth you can track an RFID chip or whatever it is. Plus, you got people out in paintball. It's like. It's like, what do you guys want to? You guys are trying to track me, Big Brother's watching. There's a lot of conspiracy theories out there, so I can see maybe like, I don't think we need to get injected, but that's something we could look into.
Could be a good idea for if you could put some tech into like a reball, and so you have like 30 reballs or something like that, and you're able to see the mechanics of your gun too, like if it's changing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, so like if you had a way to send, like when cars are malfunctioning when they're driving like the F1 car, they know what's happening the entire time. Yeah. Like when you're launching a rocket, like you know when and where the problems are gonna happen.
You could see like if your gun's like inconsistent on each time it's firing.
Mm-hmm. Well, they had the RFID or they had some sort of device in those Virtue chips back in the day that helped to monitor a handful of the electronic metrics. But I don't know.
Help you shoot faster?
No, it would make it so that was basically back when they wanted to make sure that your gun only fired one time per trigger pull, right? So you'd purchase this chip that would send, and so they could double check all your boards. They could double check all your boards. Just want to point out that Dynasty was never caught with anything. We've never had anything bad or illegal in there, but I thought that was a clever idea.
Yeah.
Like and it's super easy. Like if the NXL implemented something saying, hey, we need everybody to put this transmitting device right here in all of your boards and put it in your board technology, needs to be done by the end of the year so we can implement it for next year, we could do that. It's it's easy. But yeah, I don't know how I would measure like, I don't know, doesn't Die have that thing like, hey, you shot a lot, like, grease your gun now?
Maybe.
I think it does.
I mean, Lux might, as much as that thing talks.
Man, I watched that video and I was like dropping some knowledge, and then all you could hear is that Lux going, "Welcome to the Lux experience." It's just gonna shut up for a second or what? Those things talk for like 30 seconds when you power them on. That's crazy. That is insane. Yeah, it would be cool, Dog Trainer. It would be cool for Ghost Sports to let the audience know the team roster as well. Yeah, so they take these like photos, these video things. The problem is, it's not like we report who our starting lineup is going to be. Mm-hmm. That would actually be kind of helpful. Like if the coaches had to release at least what your starting lineup is going to be, or what if you have two lines, what the two lines are going to be. And that was a prerequisite or requirement for the league, so that way Ghost Sports could at least say, all right, here are the 5 guys that are going to play this first match, and they could queue everything up.
Yeah.
And then after that, it could be whatever. After you play the first 2 points, you can put whoever in you want.
Yeah.
But you have to have the first 2 lines set, so that way you can just kind of show that on screen in the beginning. I like that idea. That's a good one. Let's write this one down. That's
like Ryan Greenspan, San Diego State University, Oklahoma. Defensive end.
Kyle Spicka, Phoenix. What's that? MIT. You know, what is the one? Institute of Technology.
ITT Tech.
Yeah.
ITT Tech.
Oh, you went San Diego State too.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna leave that one out. We're on extended leaves of absences right now. I took some time off back in 2002. Haven't gone back yet.
I just got.
I don't know if Camille would let me go back to school. Hey, babe, sorry, I gotta come back to San Diego State. Gonna finish some stuff up. All in-person classes though.
Join a fraternity.
I just wanted to fit in, man. Just trying to fit in. Yeah, Planet Eclipse guns have a maintenance counter. I mean, DLX Joy marker looks beautiful. Okay, that's subjective. Like a diagnostic text. Yes, that's it. That would be cool. Left-handed, right-handed. You'd have to put some sort of, I don't know. But that they do ask us for our starting lineup. Huh. Skinny? Is that true? Do they ask what our starting lineup is? Would give the info who is on the field. Wouldn't even need to submit the info. Derek, that's what I'm talking about, man. You know, I'm like an ideas guy. I don't want to like get it done. I just want to like let somebody know what's going on and what should happen, and then kind of like follow up with it. But then keep then like keep all the credit for myself, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that they asked what they. Oh, that's Politi. What up, dude? All right, so let's pivot here into the Paintball Combine. Thank you, Pat, by the way, for all those paintball stats. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we got moving forward. I think this is a really cool concept and something that we can definitely elaborate on and for sure use.
Yeah.
So hopefully you're going to be out at the rest of the events doing all that stuff and getting all that in.
Do we have any record breakers at this?
We're going to check that out. Yeah, thanks. Let's see. So I feel like that one kid doing it at 11 seconds. That was a big one. That was a snake drill. That was a big one. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, let's go over a couple of the 2024. Where are you? Lone Star. Snake drill completed in 12.06 seconds by Patricio.
Yeah,
and then,
he's good.
Dude, shout out to Ryan Podesta. He's
that.
older than me. I don't know, he's 45, somewhere in there. He's in the mid-40s. Took second place in the snake drill at 12.6 seconds.
Yeah.
Damn, and he did that on run number 3.
Yeah.
I remember that. He did it on run number 3. Okay, on the snake drill. Ooh, in 2023, DeMarcus Cleveland, 12.32 seconds. All right, and then 2022, snake drill, 12.47 seconds, Mr. Christian Collins. Shout out to Kyle Santos, second place in 2022 Paintball Combine. Oh, yeah, that's a big one. That one
He's like new.
Go get him. He's right there. You got that. Hold on. Just hold it down. You don't have to swat. Just go nice and easy. Get his ass. Oh. It smells like a dead mosquito. Shout out to Damien. So 12.47. So right now, 12.06, Mr. Patricio Salgado is in the lead. 2021, snake drill. Last name, Hughie. And then with 12.38. Followed by Brandon Trujillo in 12.79 seconds. Shout out to Brandon Trujillo, star of Team Aftermath. This is actually also really cool to see because a lot of players who have gone through the combine, and we're going to show a couple of names here very shortly, are now playing pro.
Yeah.
I can't emphasize enough the networking that you get to do at these events, at the combine, at the summer camp. Pretty much all the kids that, of course, the kids who are coming up through those systems and have played Team USA, they've got a really bright, great future. Brandon Trujillo is one of them, and guys like Trent Nita, Ben Sloffer is in there, and I'm missing some. I'm sure I'm gonna see here and get reminded of. Okay, 2022, 2021, 2020, Florida Combine, snake drill. 14. Ooh. He got 13.38, had a deduction, and still won. James McIntyre. Zach Carter took second place. Former Ironman player. Oh, Chops in there. Chops is in there. So those are your scores. It looks like Patricio, world record.
Wow.
World record. We didn't announce that right then. Boys, step it up. Need to have the stats immediately.
And he was crushing it too.
He did play really well. He did play really well out there. Okay, let's go to snap shooting. Leslie Peterson. Dude, he crushed it.
Yeah, he was good too.
He was really good. Okay, so the way the snap shooting drill works is you take, and I believe there might have been a little mistake on this one, but originally it was five shots in under 5 seconds. You have a total of 5 seconds to complete 5 shots with your left and then 5 shots with your right. Okay? Which means all the way out, all the way in, all the way out, all the way in. 5 times, left-handed, right-handed. He did it in his left hand 2.25 seconds. And then in his right hand, 2.29 seconds for a total of 4.54 seconds. Beating second place by almost a full second.
Jeez.
Damn, 0.7 of a second. He beat the second place team. Shout out to Leslie Patterson. Okay, and then let's go to 2023 here. We've got snap shooting, and all this stuff is public knowledge. So this is where we changed it actually, and I believe it was changed in 2022 or 2023, but we didn't do it exactly properly on this one. So we changed it in 2023 to 10 shots left and 10 shots right, so you can take the aggregate, cut it in half but you are going to get some deductions on that. So Adolfo Avila won it last year with a total time of 15.43, which, if you cut that time in half, like 7.71 and a half right there. 2022, the snap shooting. Evan McCarty. Shout out to Evan McCarty. But, left and right time. Total time, 13.61 seconds. And shout out to Kyle Santos again, coming in second place. Mm-hmm. Dude, Santos, where you at, man? Let's get him on it. Let's pick this guy up. This is also, guys, one of the reasons that we created the Paintball Combine and these drills that have metrics specifically attached to them is because we want to give players a sense, basically a report card that will give them something to say, hey, look, you need a player that can, is good at snap shooting or good at breakout shooting or good at whatever it is. I'm your guy, right? I won, I took, top 2 or top 3 in the Paintball Combine. And if you look at the last, we've got scores from 2020 all the way up to 2024, okay? And you can say, over the course of the last 5 years, I've got the second best score ever recorded on breakout shooting or snap shooting or running and gunning. So let's look at running and gunning right now, which is a great one. You have to run 3 reps to the left, 3 times to the right. You shoot at 3 different targets. One is at 25 feet, one's at 55 feet, and one's at 35 feet, staggered across the field. So as you're running out, you got to hit all 3 targets. And then you have to sprint back and do it again 3 times, left and right. Ryan Podesta coming in first place with a final time of 30 seconds, meaning that in under 15 seconds he was able to run. And the distance is you run from the back center, breaking out all the way to the corner, exactly where a corner bunker would be. I believe it's 50 feet or 55 feet, something like that. So you're sprinting out there 50, 55 feet. He's doing it in under 5 seconds each time and hitting all of the appropriate targets. Evan McCarty coming in second place. Leslie Patterson, your boy, coming in third. Good job there. And let's check out 2023 run and gun. My man Kyle Breath. Let's go. He won. He won.
Podesta was up there too.
And so they see this is why we have a little bit better. Yeah, Podesta's actually up there. Caden Britt, I remember watching him. Russell Dorfman. Tremaine was out there again.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Tremaine was kid on my team. That kid was the man. He played really well. This one's broken down a little bit better. If you look at 2023, they added each time individually, so you can see the first time you ran was 5.34, and then the second time was 4.37, and then the third time, so you could speed it up and slow it down for a total of 14.98 seconds. What was the total on this one? Wait, that doesn't make sense. I missed something. 29.47. 29.47. Beating Ryan Podesta by 9/100ths of a second. So let's check out 2022 run and gun. Mr. Brandon Maria, Evan Middleton. Evan's the man too. Little young Anthony. All right, there we go. Ryan Podesta still in there. Still fighting in those top 5s right there. We are looking at a 30-second.
Wow.
California.
So 29.
Hold on.
29.5.
29.5. Run and gun, Mr. Kimmin Trujillo, second place in 2021. 29.55. I mean, Podesta might have... Oh, he beat Podesta out by 1/100th of a second.
Oh, wow.
So right now, it's only last name. Brandon DiMaria, I believe. Nope, that wasn't it. Where was it? Arizona, Combine, Kimmin. And then let's look at 2020. Here, really quickly, run and gun. Coleman Bartlam. I remember him. Let's see. 30 seconds. So world record. Kimmin out of Arizona. Holding the world record over Ryan Podesta by 1/100th of a second.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. So it's really fun to be able to go in there and have a look at everything and see. We'll just do one last one, which is the breakout drill, which is actually kind of tough. Breakout. And we'll go through. This is the last set right here. And then you guys can all take a look at this. And once the Lone Star results... Actually, I do want to look at the lateral slide because that's
We did that one.
That one's painful.
It was grueling.
That one's painful. That one's really painful. So big shout out to Evan McCarty. So Evan McCarty, if you go through all of the scores, and actually I talked to him and his dad, he went through, I think it was like the first time he came out, he was right around like the 30s back in 2021, Arizona. Then in 2022, I believe he finished overall. He finished up there in like the 3rd or 4th place overall. And then last year he was 2nd place overall, and then this year he won it. He won the whole thing overall. Spoiler alert. As we get in there. Okay, so Lone Star Evan McCarty won the breakout shooting. Okay, so the breakout shooting is you get 10 attempts, 10 reps with your right hand, 10 reps with your left hand at a target that is 125 feet out to your right and out to your left, and you have to try to do it as quickly as possible without missing. Every miss adds a full second onto your total. He did it in 43.57 seconds overall to get first place, beating out 2nd place by nearly 3.5 seconds. By beating him 3.5 seconds, that's a pretty big gap right there. That's a pretty big gap.
And all the other ones are pretty close.
Yeah, all the rest of them are pretty close. Oh, wow. He won the breakout drill 2 years in a row. Yeah. Oh, no, Evan Middleton. Mm-hmm. Evan McCarty last year actually did it in 41 seconds. That's wild. So he slowed down substantially. Evan Middleton won it last year in 39.82. Breakout Julian Velasquez in 41.37. Followed by our man Eric Uzarski. 2021 Arizona breakout drill Martinez 39.73. That's fast.
Yeah.
That could be a world record right there. That could be a world record. Finally, right here, Austin Beatty 45.78 in Florida. That's not the world record. It's not the world record. Jackson Frey was in there. Krista Titus in there. So again, Jackson Frey, another combine.
Austin Saunders was returning this time.
Mm-hmm. From 2020.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's see. Player results overall. Overall winner, Zach Carter, 2020 Florida Combine. And Austin Beatty took 2nd place. Both players have played pro. 2021 overall. Let's see here. Leaderboard by score. Young Brando Trujillo takes the win in 2021. It goes pro that season, right after that. Player results in 2020. Julian Velasquez, followed by Eric Uzarski. Oh, there's Evan McCarty right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 in 2022. 2023 overall player results. He won! Kyle Breath, followed by Evan McCarty. I don't know if anybody last year is in the pro bracket. Shout out to Lando. Orlando's in there. I see you in there. And then this year, overall. Let's see. Player results. Evan McCarty. Max Stansel. Shout out to young Max. Taking 2nd place. Evan McCarty. 1st place. Right there. So really cool, guys. If you want to check this out. Hopefully we didn't bore too many people with all that. I wasn't looking at that. Yeah. Yes, and if you have a Ryan Podesta on your team or Nico, you're in good shape.
Yeah.
But really cool stat keeping. If you haven't checked out paintballcombine.com, I wish there were a way to like do multiple combines in a season. But if you're a coach, especially in the area, you can always go through and check to see if any of these players that you're like, if you want a player, you're going to go over there and you're going to say, all right, well, Evan McCarty's come the last 3 years in a row. He took 1st place this year. He took 2nd place last year, and he took 4th place the year before. I want to pick this kid up.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like he's got it, like, he could be a pretty good player on a team.
Totally.
And then you can kind of look like things like, okay, what position do I need? What do I need to fill? Right? Do I need to fill, like, a back center? Do I need to fill a snake player drill? Because if I need a snake player, I'll watch how quickly these guys, like, Ignacio, pick that kid up in the snake.
Yeah.
He did. So the snake drill is 95 feet long. Okay. You sprint 25 feet. You have to dive underneath a 3-foot line without touching it. crawl 25 feet, snap shoot a target with one ball. You get one ball over the snake beam. That's a 30-foot target. Then you have to crawl 25 more feet, shoot left-handed, one shot, hit that target, get up and sprint 30 feet.
So 12 seconds.
And he did it in 12 seconds. Like, I can't do that.
That's pretty good.
I think you were in the 12.
high.
I think you were 12 and a half or something.
Maybe.
Because remember that kid, you had to show that kid up in yeah. Good job, by the way. That was tight. Like,
I was a little worried.
You came in. We were in Boston, and I think those are in there, and some kid like flew through it.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think I can do that. I was like, I gotta try it.
Yeah, you gotta try it. Comes out cold and beats his time.
Woo!
And Mr. Shad, yeah. Actually, the pros aren't really doing these. We do have on the Paintball Combine website, there's like a goal, right? So you can kind of see, and like each drill is shown online, and there's a timer on it, so you can kind of get an idea. I know that Nick and I were doing the lateral slides last year, and he did it in under a minute. If you guys can do the lateral slide drill in under a minute, you're crushing.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think
you can just
anybody,
not be tired the last two of them, then you're also.
I'll put it this way: there were 7 people who were able to do it in a minute or less, and I'm talking Jack Boyarsky did it at exactly 60 seconds, and then the fastest time, Jamari, Jay, was 55.37 seconds, and then Evan McCarty did it in 55.88. Go on and look at the lateral slide drill. I mean, I did it 15 times in the demonstration, and I'm like, all right, that was pretty tough. And Lori's like, you're gonna kill somebody if you do it. Like, people are like literally
hurting on the last two.
Yeah, they most people fell into the center. And there were 77 people who did it.
Yeah.
So out of 77 people, only 7. So 70 people finished 61 seconds or longer, while 7 players did it in 60 seconds or under. So that's how difficult that drill is.
Yeah.
And then looking,
because everyone like on the first heat of everyone was like standing up gung ho to go, and then after they went like on the second around the second up, everyone's sitting on.
Yeah, like does anybody want to do it? And they're like, oh, what was my time?
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
But they do like 2 or 3, and then they kind of mess up. They're like, I'm just cutting it.
Yeah, and a couple of hopefuls here. Last year, the 2023 Combine, only 3 out of 60. 3 out of 60 people cracked the 1 minute mark. That is Darius Aslava, who's also a Team USA hopeful. I know that he has a callback to practice. The kid's really good. Kyle Breath, he won. And Christian Alviado, 59, 57, and 56 seconds respectively. Did we do lateral slide? Then back in 2022, 4 people out of 65 cracked a minute. Jeez. So this isn't an easy drill. Like this is not easy.
Yeah.
At all. I don't know how this deduction here. Oh, 3 seconds. Oh, I guess.
Jay, I feel like we did do a straight 40 one time. Was that
yes, we did that last
Florida?
year. No, we did it last year. That one was on there. 2023, I swear we ran that one. 2022 we did it. Breakout, snap shooting, snake drill, free agents.
Go to 2020.
2021, lateral slide at G2 agility, 3v3 rosters, 2020. Yeah, so the 50 sprint. Yeah, so we did the 50 sprint last year also. I just don't know why they didn't put it in there. That's actually a really good metric as well.
Yeah.
We definitely should have done that one.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
It's super easy to do. It goes really quickly. And again, we just try to mimic something that has to do with... I know that we did it last year because I was heading it. I don't know, Lori, if you're still in here watching. Why don't we do the 50 sprint? She's gonna blame
it
on
was
me.
40-yard line. It was 40
basically
yards?
you run to the 50 yard the 50. Yeah, so it's.
But it was 40 yards.
Well, it's basically wherever the middle of the field is. How long are fields? It's like 50 feet, 55 feet. You sprint 55 feet. You have to stop directly in like a 5x5 box or like a 3x3 square box. You have to stop there and you have to shoot a target right-handed, and then you have to go to the other side and do it again left-handed, and then that's your score.
Well, that other one was just a sprint, I think, because it was like 4 seconds something.
Yeah. because it's not a 40-yard dash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So the 50 sprint. Where did I see it on the 2020?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the 50 sprint. Yeah, so basically left time, left deduction. So
Oh,
it's basically he did it final time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. That is shout out to Zach Carter. Let's pick him up.
Yeah.
He's fast. 2020, 4 years ago. And so yeah, did Koa win it, Earl? I want to say he might have. Koa's fast. You know, it's funny. I was coaching that team Savage a couple of years back, and I'm like, all right, guys, and this kid Koa comes on scene. He's like, yeah, you know, and he looks very fit, athletic, looks like he could be very fast.
Yeah.
If I were to look at him, and I'm like, I'm putting him up front a lot, and I'm like, hey, so you know, you're struggling a little bit. I'm like, well, where would you like to play? Like, if you could play anywhere. He's like, well, I'm kind of a number 3, and I go, there's no way. He's like, I'm good at shooting off the break, and like I'm just like a number 3 guy. Like that's kind of where I'd like to play. And I was like, we're kind of hurting on number 1 guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And so at the end of the day, I'm like, all right, guys, let's do a little race to see who's the fastest. Totally like just hooked him, right?
Yeah.
Everybody runs, he's the fastest. I go, looks like you're playing the front.
That's good.
Looks like you're playing in the front, my dude.
Oh man.
So let's see, what do we have? Is anybody here in the Sean Bowers? It's got the Podesta band. I saw Rob also was out there, and he had the Spick and Span band.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I gave him superpowers. I think he did. I think he finished pretty well on a couple of those drills.
Yeah.
Played really well. Yeah, I challenge people to go out there and do the lateral slide drill at their next practice and see with the timing if they can crack the 1 minute mark. It's not easy at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Bubble. You saw that?
What just happened?
It was like a thumbs up bubble there. How did that happen?
It's happening right there. It's on there.
How does that happen?
So this is weird. Have you guys been on FaceTime lately where you can kind of like, there's like these emojis that pop up and there's like fireworks. There's, it's like the camera knows that we gave a thumbs up and it like puts it in there. I don't know. I've never been able to recreate it, but I see it pop up every so often. Lateral slide. He broke the 60-second mark. Yeah, so it was pretty cool to see all those guys kind of performing out there, pushing hard, watching a lot of it. Like I think Marcelo was saying this is one of the most talented group of U19s and U16s that we've had, which is really promising, to see that there's a future in paintball. Yeah. We're still good. Now all we need to do is convince we just got to reiterate to all the amazing field owners out there that we need just to kind of like keep up the tournament scene. We gotta have it. And I actually got a question for everybody here. This is something I've kind of like been debating a little bit. Do you guys think, and maybe Kyle too, do you think that, let's call football right now because that's what's on everybody's mind. Here it is. I'll show you how to do it on FaceTime. If there's a way to do it on FaceTime too. It's kind of cool. You can put fireworks and all sorts of stuff. So do you believe that football would exist and be popular if the NFL wasn't around? Oh my God, it's huge. Don't move.
You got it. Dude, that thing was trying to.
Dude, he was coming.
Taste
for
my neck.
A taste. Do you guys? So let's go. Sorry. We'll just rewind here. Do you believe that football or basketball or baseball even would be a popular sports without the support or without the NFL, the MLB, or the NBA? Yes, because of college. But do you believe, Peter, that there would be college sports in that if there weren't professional sports, if there wasn't an avenue in which they could go and continue to play?
Like, you're saying would those sports be popular if there wasn't
a professional major league?
Or is the question more like if they wouldn't be able to make a ton of money?
Well, the money's irrelevant. Say the money's irrelevant.
I mean, I don't think they would be as big. No.
Do you think it would be like a big hit to the sport
if they got rid of the pro?
Yeah.
Yeah,
huge, right?
Yeah.
So my argument is that in trying to convince and yes and no. So What can we learn from lacrosse? There is actually Penguin Dynasty a professional lacrosse team or league, and there's a crap load of money in it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
The bowl games are there. Their bowl games are huge, but I don't know that there would be that many people in the NFL in football if there wasn't a possibility where they could make money afterwards. You're not going to put your future body on the line.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's for
football.
sure. And look, and the NIL thing just started, so let's not use that as a reason, because NIL didn't, boost the popularity of the sports as much as the.
Who's the San Diego Seals? Skinny wrote.
The San Diego Seals? I don't know. I think that's his. That's like a new bar. San Diego Seals. Oh, this is the lacrosse team.
Oh.
San Diego Seals. Yeah. Right on. Cool. Skinny's all about all these things. Pro lacrosse teams.
Where do they play at?
I don't know. Kevin will know. Where do they play at?
Pachanga Arena?
Pachanga Arena. So that's indoor.
That's in Sports Arena?
Sports Arena. Yeah. I just went to Pachanga Arena to burn $300 on Disney on Ice the other day.
How was that?
That was great. I watched
we got another thumbs up.
Yeah. I watched let's see. I bought 3 tickets to Disney on Ice to watch. It was Frozen, which Sloan loves, and Encanto, which Sloan loves. And we went in there. We were so pumped, and then after about 15 minutes, she goes, "Okay, I'm ready to go." And I'm
really?
like, "Well, we're not done yet. We got like another hour and a half."
Wait, you had 3? Camille didn't go, did she?
Yeah, all 3 of us went.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was just you.
So she's done. She doesn't get any more live. She's not going to the movies with me anymore. She's just kind of like, "I'm done. I want to go home." What do you mean? The show just started. Like, they're doing backflips on ice and spinning around. Look, there's the little Olaf is right there.
It's like, nah.
I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't like it. It's kind of too dark. It's okay. Oh yeah, it was like a with parking like $1.75. Ugh. Yeah, I thought that the Taylor Swift tickets for the movie at $35 a piece, and then the giant popcorn that I bought, which we didn't even eat.
Wait, Taylor Swift movie was $35?
It was like 30. We got the nice seats, the whole deal. It was an experience. It was like a date with Sloan. You know, like we were like we got comfortable about the popcorn.
It's like I thought movie tickets are $20.
And those jerks tried to upsell me on the Taylor Swift popcorn thing, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Don't even. I see what you're trying to do.
Seen the Dune 2 popcorn buckets?
Yeah, that's kind of funny. It's kind of interesting looking. Are you like use your hand get stuck in there?
Yeah.
Like, whatever you stick
it's like
in
a Chinese finger trap.
It's like a Chinese finger, or like one of those fishing devices where the fish swim in, they can't swim out. Yeah. I'm not sure. I think we kind of got off topic. I don't even know what we were talking about at this point.
I forget too. Pachanga Arena and lacrosse.
Oh yeah, that's where they play
lacrosse, and we're backtracking. To,
okay.
Pro leagues.
That's it. Okay, so basically, what I was getting at is, do we think that it's important for paintball that the NXL exists, and even more so, do we think it's important that there is a tournament side of paintball? Do you think paintball can grow from a grassroots level without tournament paintball? What do you guys think?
I don't think so.
Yes, you think paintball would be just fine and successful without a tournament side? Basically, they got rid of tournaments, which means they probably would get rid of airball as well. And again, I think people would compete everywhere, so you would think paintball would be fine. Because I would argue that the weekend warriors, the players that play very regularly on scenario and mixed use kind of thing, are the reason that a lot of the other people play. And I think that tournament playing gives that avenue and that direction and that gives you something to strive for and want to play more of. And basically players like ourselves or a lot of the up-and-coming players, they're in there playing weekly, right? TJ Blasters every week, twice a week sometimes. Narcos every week, twice a week, Thursdays and Sundays. And yeah, tournament players stay active in the sport 10 times longer than rec players and play more times per year and purchase the most equipment. If you were to say one recreational player spends maybe $100, and I'm sure that they have the stats there. I'm just guessing. You pay entry fee, rental gear, paint. That one person is done and maybe plays again in that year or never again. Whereas somebody with their own equipment, even if they don't buy the equipment from the field, they're paying entry and or paint every time they come, which in the case of the TJ Bastards is entry twice. Each player is paying it, what is it? Entry fee at ASG, I think it's $40.
Yeah.
Right? So that's $80 a week. So let's just say they only do that 3 times a month. That's $240 a month. So over the course of $2,400 in entry fee over the course of just 10 months. So I believe while there aren't as many, there are more walk-on players at most places, you're getting a better deal, and what you're getting out of the tournament player and the players that play every week is you're getting more than likely social media presence. Yeah. Free marketing, and the cost to acquire that player is $0.
Yeah.
Once they're there, as long as you have a good product, that person's going to keep coming back.
Yeah.
I'm pushing SE Village to really ramp up the tournament field experience, because once you get there, and as long as you're having a good experience, and you just got to pay entry, or you got to buy a case of paint or whatever it is, you're going to come back more often. And as long as you get a good experience out of it, you're going to continue to come back, and then you're also going to talk about it. Yeah. Possibly bring your team out there. Like when we go to play, you got to have 5 guys every time you go. Mm-hmm. So that's why I believe that it's, airsoft players also purchase a lot of equipment as well. But there we go. Dog Trainer spent $120 last weekend at the paintball field, right? And Dog Trainer, I'm sure you're going to go again this month. And there you go. Yeah, Money Mike, UFC definitely propelled mixed martial arts. But, that also could have been like, I want to do that, and then they go and, train. They might not compete. But again, not everybody who's in here and plays all the time competes. Sometimes you play recreational. Sometimes you play airball. You mix it up. But it gives you something that, especially for those of you who are been Dynasty fans for the better part of 25 years, might have kids now. And maybe your kid wants to play on the tournament side of things. You're getting into, look at Ryan Podesta. Mm-hmm. Nico's going to be a stud soon. That kid's going to get really good. And his dad is bringing him up through the tournament seed. And eventually, at some point in time, Ryan won't be able to finish the snake drill under 20 in 12 and a half seconds. Yeah. And he might be like, all right, son, you go out there and do it with the kids. I'm going to go over here and shoot some people in the woods. Yeah. And that's the direction that I believe there needs to be a professional side of it in order to continue that trajectory. Because if there wasn't, then people wouldn't have a reason to compete. And then they wouldn't have a reason to really play as much because you're just kind of like going out there. And you could say, all right, well, would there be divisional? Would there be divisional play without professional play? It wouldn't make sense because then they would just be called professionals. Yeah. Right? That's why I believe that it's important to have that. So, and it helps people care a little bit more. Also, with the like inclusion of a tournament professional side of things, you're really going to...
that's what kept me hooked.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when I played recreationally a couple times, and then I saw that there was some paintball magazines and went to Barnes & Nobles, got those, and then I was like, oh, I want to be like these guys. And that kept me going. I'd say more than... that was a big part of it.
Oh, for sure. And everybody, why don't you guys do this? Do me a favor. This is a little test here. You can grab an average. What do we think? What is your entry fee cost at your field, and is your field paint only? What are the paint prices at your field? This is something I never know. I always ask them, like, I feel like it's a good deal, right? Yeah. I mean, California is the Wild West. Paint prices out here, I don't even think some of you guys even want to hear what it costs. All right, it's $20 at Fit. I'm gonna write this down at Fit. Okay, and Fit is not field paint only, right? You can bring your own paint. BYOP, or is it field paint only? Texas Menace, hit me. $30 at Podesta's field. That's a good deal.
I've never brought any paint or bought any paint there, so.
$30 FPO at Cap Edge. Capital Edge is field paint only, huh? Oh, they have a deal with BFP, and if you buy paint from them, you get a little sticker. Okay. Field paint only. CEP, Capital Edge Paintball. I bring Dynasty Paint. My man, Billy. Shout out to GI. $20 Patrick McKenna. Field paint only. And where's that, Pat?
Paintball Central.
Paintball Central. Where's Paintball Central?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. FPO. North Carolina.
Long
Okay.
Bob said,
Average is $80 a case. Paint is
Long Bob said I charge $15 at my field. Vendetta Paintball.
15. Where's Long Bob? Where's Vendetta Paintball? And is it field paint only? Average cost $80 in Ontario. So Canada, $80 Canadian. That's like $60.
Jungle Islands, $40 entry, or $45 if you want to bring your own paint.
Oh, 45 BYOP Jungle. I like that. $15. Okay, $20 in field paint only. All right. 20 field paint only. Yeah, $20 field fee, $45 field grade paint at Area 51. Okay,
Boston
Sean
Paintball, $29.
Boston
Field
Paintball?
paint, yep.
What is it? Boston Paintball,
Field paint only, $29.
$29. And Boston Paintball, what is your paint prices? What are your paint prices? Whoa, churro, $17 field paint only. That's pesos. I see what he's doing down there. That's cheap. $35 to $60 depending on the paint. Money Mike. Okay, $35. And Money Mike, is it a deal? Is it like $38 at SC Village and you get a case of paint that's entry and paint for $38? Is that right? SC is 35 to 48. GG Sports Factory Player. I only pay $40. Best quality. Okay, GG Sports sells paint. So if you're a factory player, you get about $40. $25 at Peter Sturgis. $25. Air field paint only. Prices around $70. Hogan's Alley. Okay, $25. FPO at $70. Okay. Steve Bach. No entry fee. I think he sneaks in. I usually don't pay unless I bring my own paint. Then I got to. Churro trying to lower everybody's costs. Thanks. Pebs is $80 plus tax for field paint only. $45 entry for a rental. Okay. Pebs. $80 for a case. All right. Yeah, so, I mean, the idea, quick shot, field paint only, $25. Where's quick shot? Pito. Season pass for Pito. Yeah, so that's actually another good one. So, Money Mike, let me, if you're still in here, let me ask you this. How does this seal? Because I think that, I've seen a lot of fields, and I think this is a great concept, is a season pass, right? So basically for $200, $275.
New Jersey is where that is.
New Jersey. NJ. So you pay a season pass. So like say it's $200 to $275. Okay, and you can field as soon as you get there. You pay that for the year. $200. Let's call it $200. Pay $200. And Money Mike, this is kind of for you. Pay $200. And entry fee will be $15 every single time you come. Straight up. And you can bring your own paint, or you get a discount on field paint if you decide to buy field paint, as long as you have a membership. I think that would be cool, right? Mm-hmm. Because if you're normally paying $35 at where is that? At SC is $35 to play. Or if you're normally going to pay, it looks like around $20 to $30 field paint only, $20, $30, $30. So you cut that in half, or you cut it down to $10, but you pay $200 up front or $250 depending on it. You're going to save that in 20 visits.
Sure.
So for those of you guys who play a lot, that's actually a great deal. Hornet's Nest, $15 general admission. Average price of speedball case is $60 to $68 in Canada. Danny, I've paid $130 plus fee for rec field, and airball was $20 to $75. Huh. BYOP. And it looks like a lot of fields are going with the field paint only kind of thing. Higher entry if the paint was cheap. Yeah, and I like that too. I don't want to be paying entry paint and carrot and then $100 person per week. Yeah. Maybe those max days. Yeah, because I'm kind of trying to get like a sweet spot of what would work really well. And I think memberships are really good because obviously everybody wants to have that data collection. Mm-hmm. That's like, and then a subscription model. And just every year you get billed $200, or you could do it biannually and do it like $150. And then if you don't want to keep doing it, you feel like it's not a good value, you're not getting out of it, that's a good one. But I'll tell you this, the season pass in skiing and snowboarding has saved all the resorts. That was like the biggest thing that happened to the resorts ever. Because it's a big upfront cost, and then I bought it one year, and I'm like trying to go to the mountains. I'm like, damn it, I spent $600 on this thing.
Yeah.
$700. Like, I've got to go.
Yeah.
And then guess what I'm doing when I'm there? $18 for a bowl of chili. You know what I mean? $25 for a slice of pizza. I'm like, damn it, they got me.
Bowl of chili sounds good.
Dude, should we make chili tonight?
We might need it.
It's cold. It's golden color. It is frosty.
I got pho last night.
Yeah. Speaking of SC Village, you needed pho last night after your night out the night before, from what I understand. Shout out to SC Village. I got this thing. I had this thing on earlier, but it was hard to type because it's got like RoboCop arms in this thing.
Keep you warm.
Oh, this thing is for sure warm. And when we say it's cold, everybody, like pray for us because it's 58.
50s.
Yeah, it's 58. Water temperature is like 55 right now. Like it's not even raining. I can actually literally see blue skies out there.
Yeah, there was like a tornado warning
down
the street, and it's
yeah.
like the sun's out over here.
Yeah. So again, thank you everybody. Free water snacks though included with your entry at Paintball Fit. That sounds like Paintball Fit's got a screaming deal. The $20.
They do.
Free water and snacks. Excellent right there. Legacy Sports in Lakeland, $20 entry and $30 to $50 a case. Hector. So it sounds like Florida and California and Texas have really good deals on a lot of stuff. And as you kind of move a little bit further outward, things get slightly more expensive. Selling paint. Why do most fields require field paint only? So that's a great question. Field paint only is for a couple of reasons. You make more money that way. And B, you can control the quality of the paint, right?
Or the color.
And the color as well.
Yeah. So
because some colors, like imagine, this is a true story. Let me bring you guys in on a true story about the first time I got banned from a field. Eric Crandall banned me and Oliver from ever playing at Mare Island. Obviously, it didn't stick. I had refed this event, and there was something called Starball. I don't know if anybody, shout out to everybody who played paintball in the 90s. There was something called Starball, and it stained. It stained like the pink paint stains now, but it was yellow. And we had refed an event and smuggled some home with us, and we played walk-ons with it. And it was dude, it was so nasty. It was the best paint you could ever imagine. It was like they put a water balloon full of paint into a 68 caliber paintball.
Really?
I've never seen so much paint come out of something.
It was called Starball?
It was called Starball, which is the ultra evil kind of thing. And it had these little your all-star paintballs maybe. So that's what it looked like, right? That was the original Starball, but it was bright yellow on the inside. And I don't know if you're going to find a picture of this anywhere, because you'd have to look at the 1997, 1998 War Pig photo album to see the paint in Las Vegas. You could just shoot a bush and it would just completely cover people. So anyway, we played walk-ons with it. Because we didn't want to pay for the paint and we had a little bit of Starball left over.
It basically looked like this.
Yeah, I mean, it was outrageous. You know how when you shoot that pink Imperial now?
Yeah. And
it's it's the hits this
that
big.
was this stuff for me when I was younger.
Oh, Anarchy.
Anarchy in this tall box.
No, it wasn't Zap. It was actually RP Sharer, which is now basically GI Sports over here. It was like GI Sports 20-star paintballs, 100 stars. It was the best. It was the craziest paint that you would ever shot. $100 a box for paint at Skirmish. Yeah, and so anyway, basically you can control what the customers are getting shot with, right? So bunkers get stained, parking lots and benches and cars and who knows what, your mom, everything gets stained with people bringing in outside paint. Also, what if someone freezes their paintballs? We can't control that.
Yeah.
Or you got paint that's like been sitting in the sun and you're just going over there walloping people with it because you're shooting rocks.
Or it's like really bad paint and then they say that they didn't have a good time at the field.
Oh yeah, that's a great way. That's a Yelp review right there. Field was amazing. Had a fantastic time. Great parking. Amazing lunch snack. Great facilities to use the restroom.
But all my paint.
All my paint broke. I brought it from home. 1 star.
I could see that.
100%. 100%.
I had a really bad time though, and I was just getting shot up by everyone because I couldn't even get paint out of my gun.
Paint out of my gun. I had a lousy time. And then the other thing about that is if rentals pick it up off the ground and they're shattering the paint in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot that can go into the reason, but the top of the reason is
Loot.
Give me the loot. They're charging $100 a case. Oh, give me the loot. Man, my goodness. I think paint when Fran was running Victory down here, it was $25 a case.
Yeah.
If you bought more than 4, it was like $22 a case.
Yeah.
It was crazy how cheap it was down here.
And if you bought paint from him, I think the entry was cheaper.
Yeah.
By like $10.
Mm-hmm. I think I bought paint from him one time. He charged me full price on both. He didn't even give me a price break.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. My bad. And Matthew, to answer your question about, so I'll tell you what right now, this Dynasty paint is, and you've shot it before, like that paint's really good.
It is really good.
Like the fill is incredibly good, and it smells like bananas, but it shoots really straight. This is like a high end. I'd say it's 1 level below, like maybe a half a level even below their 5-star, because
and it's consistently good.
Yes, it's consistently good. I know GG Sports had it. They were carrying it when we were out there. Anytime I get, nice. That was really nice.
That year I played with you guys again, having that always to shoot.
Dude,
practice.
It was like it's like a game changer, and we talked about it a bunch of times. We talked about it with Colt last week. And let's go back to the experience, right? You don't want to have a 1-star experience by just going kind of cheap. And I know that the paint is consumable; it's expensive. I get it, but oftentimes it's the difference of like $5. I want to say that Dustin was saying at GG Sports it was like a $5 upcharge for Dynasty paint.
Oh, that's not bad.
And I know Annandale Paintball kind of carries a better quality ball a lot of the times as well. Dude, if you get a better quality ball, you are going to have a better quality experience. You're going to get a lot more out of practice. That's why we scrutinize the paint at the Combine so much. We're like, make sure you guys send us the straightest shooting best paint you can give us. Because people's scores are based on it. Like my ranking, if I miss something in the snake drill and I did it in 12 seconds, my time is now 15 seconds. And I'm not going to win it anymore. And that can knock your whole deal down. Yes, I don't... Dude, imagine a paintball smelling like avocados. Yeah, Billy, thank you very much for that. Never had a bad case of Dynasty paint. Dude, it's like, if you're spending all this money, right, and you're going out and you're like, especially if it's a team practice, and you're like, all right, should I pay $25 for a case? Or should I pay $35 a case? The difference is like $20 for the day if you're going to shoot 2 cases. But you're going to have such a better experience.
Yeah.
Right? Such a better experience. And you're going to be shooting a lot more people. So if it's tryouts, if it's layout practice weekend, don't skimp on that. For sure, don't skimp on that. Mm-hmm. You know? Thank you, Churro. Churro knows it. Churro, you're only spending $17 at a entry. So, of course, you can spend extra on paint. There you go, Dan Shelley. Like buying a nice modest $300 bottle of wine and drinking it out of a sippy cup.
Or like a red Solo cup.
A red Solo cup. You know, you got to let this paint breathe. You got to let this wine breathe. I've done that before.
That dye paint, the CG.
Back in the day?
Dye CG paint.
That stuff was good. That was good.
Spent too much money on the box, though, I think. It was like Transformer to open that box. With the Ziploc bags.
Yeah. Lots of marketing. Dye's good at marketing. I'll tell you, we'll tip my hat to that. They've got a great setup marketing. Like that whole stunt that they had with the Iron Man getting in a fight, that drew a lot of media, like a lot of media buzz.
It did.
That's clever. Just like when we hacked into a bunch of Brazilian dentist accounts with the Dynasty account, changed it to Business Suite. Great marketing. Great marketing. Now we've actually been completely shut out of Dynasty. We can't make any posts because we have an unpaid... This is good. I just got off the phone before we jump into the last little bit. I'll let you guys into some of the things that I had to deal with today. Finally got someone from Meta on the phone. We talked to him, which is not an easy thing to do. And because we can't post anything on our Dynasty Business Suite page.
It was Mark.
We're completely locked out.
Zuck, he called you?
Yeah, Zuck called me today. No, it was a VA over in, I don't know, Asia or the Middle East, somewhere in India. And so when I sat down with Zuck and I talked to him on the phone, I was like, hey man, we've been locked out of our account. My account says that everything access denied. I can't post anything on this page. I set up I've got this case number, la-da-da-da-da-da-da. We can't change our name for 90 days. He's like, oh, this is the name Business Suite? I go, well, that's obviously not our name. I'm sure that you've dealt with fraud and scams with people's accounts getting hacked. This is kind of like, must be a thing. If you look at our messages, we're sending multiple messages in Portuguese. Never done that before. I don't speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
That says your account's been restricted and you got to click this link, and then obviously someone's stealing their info. But he was like, "Yeah, oh, why you gotta pay your balance on the account." And I go, "Well, yeah, that's funny. Last time I did that, they hacked and grabbed my credit card and ran a bunch of ads." He's like, "What's the balance?" And he goes, $1,750 you owe us. And I go, those are ads that someone else ran on our account.
Yeah.
Can you look at the ads? They're all in Indonesian. Again, don't speak that language. You can kind of just do some base level sleuth detective work and realize that our account got hacked. And he's like, well, why didn't you tell us instead of calling your credit card company? I go, I can't. You guys don't. There's no one to do. I didn't even know. I don't know how I'm talking to you right now.
Did you say when you say call us?
Yeah, he said talk to us. He said talk to us. You got to notify us. I go, I tried. I don't even run ads, so I don't even know how to get into the ads section to get a hold of you guys.
While I have you on the phone, can I just add you to my contacts?
Yeah. 6'5". It was so funny because it was like, I'm not going to answer this phone number, but I just started chatting with him. I was like, 650 number. I know exactly where 650. That's San Jose. That's Silicon Valley. That's where that's HQ FB Meta.
Damn.
Yeah. I got a call and I talked to him for about 45 minutes and he was very confused. And I go, he's like, yeah, it says that your account was resolved. I go, right. You guys sent me a thing saying it was resolved and told me to change my password for the 25th time.
Damn.
Anyway, shout out to Facebook.
What was he mad?
He said he's like, wow, there's a lot going on here. I'm gonna have to call you back. Oh wait, hold on. Meta support. I got something new here. Automated response. Oh, we aim to get back to you within 24 hours of our last message. Yeah, I'll take that.
So basically, if you want to get a hold of them, you just charge up a bill and then
call the credit card. Well, then you're getting locked out of your account, though. So Business Suite won't be posting anytime soon. But the good news is we have now escalated and sent to their, department of whatever they send it to. We might be getting San Diego Dynasty back sooner than the 90-day time limit they've. We won't be able to post anything on it because we're logged out of we're out of our account. We're not allowed to access that Dynasty account because we have an unresolved bill. And he's like, hey, can you pay the bill that you owe? And I go, no. Not happening, dude.
Yeah.
Not happening. Yeah, we're getting double hacked now. We're getting worked. Who knows who I actually talked to? That guy might not even work for Facebook.
Yeah, true.
Gosh.
He was like, what's the new password?
Yeah, I just got to run through your social security number. You mind giving that to me really quickly? Yeah, anyway. So, Kyle, you guys dropping something today or no?
Not today. Within a couple days. Probably like Friday. But these new Velcro tiger wear patches, and I have a few of these up on the site.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
Patches are big, man. I got my patches up there. I got Hell Piggy and Island Designs on my bag. I actually grabbed the wrong bag. That's why I didn't have my things this weekend. Patches are fire. And for those of you guys who won anything on... we got a couple Spick and Span ones. Spick and Span ones. We got to get some more of those made. So we got those. Also, just wanted to show everybody because I know that the New Balance link is up there. And I was looking through this mainly because my garage got a little wet here and making sure none of the shoes got wet. I noticed we got 4 sets of shoes. Not sure what everything is, but if you guys were looking to score a pair of the FRAIGE, these are the medium mid tops, right? Look at these little bites down here. These will get you in the ankles sometimes, but that means you are working hard. You can click that link. I believe is down in the bio description. The access code is Paintball. So weird that they were able to hack my account so easily. They must have gotten just Paintball, you know? Nah, I changed it to Paintball 1. After they made me make it alphanumeric. Also, the team, shout out, I just gotta give a plug to New Balance. The team's also gonna be the fresh Rome Roves. These things are soft and these are comfy. Check a look. Come on, take a look. Also, up on the site and on our feet are the low tops. Actually, I have a pair of these ones, and I really like them. I didn't think... Oh, yeah. I have a pair of these ones because Alex's pair didn't fit him. So I gave him mine, and I took these. So I'm wearing these. It's nice little workout shoes, right? Yeah. These back in the box. Let's put these back in the box. Super dad shoes. Hey, Lando, you're a dad now, too. You're a super dad. Get these in... I've got these in white, and this is the new dad shoe. New Balance. Oliver swore. He goes, you know, these things are lame. I'm not wearing New Balance shoes. And then I was like, and he's like, I need to buy some Nikes. Where are my Nikes? I need to go to the store. I'm like, buddy, I got a pair of 10.5s for you. Just go ahead and put them on. He put them on. He's like, you know, these things aren't so bad. They're pretty comfortable. I like them. And then now, guess what? The old Langer's got 2 sets of New Balances. And then we got these here. I'm hoping there's a pair of 9.5s in the box. So these man, I told
basketball shoes.
I don't know. These are definitely a basketball.
These like indoor soccer.
Indoor soccer, maybe. Not gonna be the best.
Laminated floor shoes.
This is This could
skateboarding.
I think this may be
coaching shoes.
Coaching shoes.
Yeah.
These are gonna be coaching shoes. For those of you who are watching,
Stagger said White got hacked and they ran up a $30K bill. Still can't get a hold of anyone.
Ooh.
Meta.
Ooh, Stagger. Dude, Stagger. Send me a message, and I'm going to send you a link. I've got it in here. I've got the chat open. So you got to start a chat off of the business advertising side. After you complete, like you make a little resolution thing, and then maybe I can help you out a little bit. I can send you some info. But yeah, anyway. New Balance is in, man. Another purchase I didn't know I needed. That's right. That's what we're here to do for you guys. Okay? Remind you to spend money that you don't need to spend. But that's right. Lando, you get it now. That's what you get it now. Comfort is the only thing that matters. Comfort and efficiency. Right? When you got a kid. He's got another kid coming. He's got 2 kids coming.
Wow.
Well, he's got one right now, and he's got another one. Dude. You're in it. You're in the heart. You're in the heat of battle right now, my man.
Any new juice? Have you heard any?
Dude, I got no juice.
Yeah.
This has been the driest episode for a while. Those of you guys who have not seen last week's show with Colt Lukow, that was a really good show.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with him. Also, you know, we revamped his appearance based on the facts that we had gotten from him. And if you haven't seen, I probably just throw it up here. I think I got it up here. I'm gonna leave everybody. So
the supercomputer,
the supercomputer came up with something else, that I guess is a little bit more indicative to him. And if you haven't seen it yet, you're about to. But let me recover this thing real quick.
Bobby, I think the diesel practice went well. We were trying to get somebody on today. I asked Mouse, I asked Meter, because they had some X Factor guys out there, I guess, too. New pickup, Matt Jackson. TJ Danner was out there. A couple other guys. Alex Martinez. I'm not sure who else was out there, but they played Paintball Fit. And then my team Diesel was there, of course. But maybe next week we can get someone on, talk about that a little bit. Field layout, again, is one of those sample layouts. It's a little wild, I guess.
Well, I'm sorry. So here he is. Hide your wives, because here's the man right here. This is gonna be him at World Cup. He's going to drop 100 pounds. I see it. You see it? You guys watched the show last week? This is him. Here he is. Obviously smoking a cigar. This room is filled with smoke. Yeah, we could try to call Alex. Oh, we got Oliver on the horn here. He must be watching the show. Shout out to Oliver. I don't know. I don't know.
We should get Oliver back on here.
Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, and
Check in with him.
We've got a couple of great guests that are gonna be showing up here over the course of the next couple of weeks. Johnny Perchak, I think, is gonna come on. We've got a couple special guests. A little brother duo coming in. I don't want to ruin anything. Also, we gotta get Michael in here. He's gonna be doing some sushi. I was kind of like envisioning how it's gonna work. We're gonna get some fresh sushi cut up here in the house. Nice. So some really fun stuff and some great things going on here. This weekend I'll be up at ASG coaching the Narcos on Saturday for the ASG tournament, and then Sunday we got Super Bowl. What do you think? Who do you think? What do you guys think?
Chiefs and Swifts.
The Swifties, man.
They're probably gonna do it.
Yeah, dude, Brock Purdy. Just want to give it to that guy. I'm a fan of him. I'm a fan. I just don't know that he has it. I just don't know that that's going to happen. But Christian McCaffrey, maybe.
Yeah.
Money Mike, this black one is mine. That one right there, the gray goose, that's Oliver's. And then, Osborne for this. Dude, don't knock Taylor Swift. I'm a Swiftie. I'm a Swiftie for sure. That's the only thing that I play on that's all I listen to. I listen to that, and I'm able to listen to the news. One segment of the news from the drive to school and back. On the way back from school, because on the way to school, I got to listen to Taylor Swift the entire way. That's not so bad.
Yeah.
Just give her a listen. That's horrible. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the wheel of names here. Let me cue up the wheel. We've got mega support status prizes. We want to thank everybody for joining and being part of the show. If you're a mega support status member, we put your name on the wheel. We're going to give away. Let's give away 3 of these Gen X Global Pod Caddies right here. And Hall of Icons is coming out soon. I'm going to put a couple little crowns on these so you get the special Hall of Icons edition Pod Caddies, courtesy of Gen X Global. Also, as soon as we get those... Oh, wow. We got him. He's on the horn.
Some pump problems.
Huh?
Whoa.
Some pump problems.
We're live.
Huh?
We got Alex here. You want to give him the camera?
Plumbers in there?
Any
Are there
plumbers?
Plumbers.
Did you clog the toilet?
No, my sump pump died.
What is that?
It's
Oh no.
a pump that pumps the water out of
Underneath your house?
the basement of my house. Yeah. So I'm pumping issues. Pumping dough.
Oh no.
What's that smell? That's our shit, fucker.
We're actually starting to wrap up the show here.
So how
You're still doing that, huh?
you're gonna you're going to whoops.
The one part they don't have is the one part I need.
You're gonna fix it yourself?
Yeah, it's not that big of a fix. I got a new pump. I just need to plumb it back in, and it's like these might work.
Explain what's happening.
So there's a pump underneath my house that pumps out the water when it rains a lot. And that pump is no longer working. Actually, it's not the pump, it's the switch on the pump.
Did it get
It's
wet?
actually worse than not working. It's just not reliable. The switch just goes on sometimes and doesn't go on.
And so your house floods every time it rains?
No, that's underneath the house. But yeah, like we're like in a bad area where
A little bit of a floodplain?
yeah, something like that.
Oh boy.
Is it raining a lot up there?
Life of a paintball superstar.
Is it raining up there?
It was. There was a huge storm the other day, but it's okay now. But I just put a backup pump in there and pumped out the water, so it's not like I'm knee deep in
Sewage?
and feces.
So is that like a worry? Is like you got some sewage coming out or what?
Look at this. Dual seal.
Peter, does anybody live up in the Marin County area that can come help Alex out?
I don't need help.
Sounds like you need help. You're gonna do all that yourself.
There. It's not that big. Shut up.
Look at you going around, walking around with a turtleneck on. You pretentious son of a bitch.
Don't worry, the sleeves are covered in snot.
It sounds like a lot of people have sump pumps.
Yeah, it's pretty
pump.
standard. I have a whole system of pumps. I've got 3 pumps that all work to get the water from my basement to the creek.
That doesn't say. Your basement is filled with water?
Not at the moment.
Your wine cellar is filled with water?
Yeah.
There's too much water in my wine cellar. I have to wear my galoshes when I go over there and get a nice bottle of red.
Yeah. The 64 Bordeaux is getting wet.
Oh man.
Yeah, it sounds like sounds like people water components. Go to water components. Have you been there?
Is that a website?
I don't know. It sounds like it's right down the street from you.
Huh.
Is that Billy? Is that a store? Yeah, it's down the
I'm
street.
good. I just need one. All I need is one step down from a 1/4 inch pipe, or 1 1/4 inch pipe to a 2-inch pipe.
Well, why don't you get out of that? What are you at Ace Hardware? Go to the Home Depot.
Yeah, too far away.
There's a place called Water Components right down the street from the shop that you can go to.
How come Ace Hardwares are
Well,
like
there's
always
River King
like
plumbing, which is right next door to the shop, which is money. But yeah, I'm just gonna go to Home Depot. I guess that's the move.
Ace Hardware always like looks like it was someone's
Hey, man,
house.
thank you.
Yeah.
Here's
It's
this,
like
pipe.
Ace Hardware is just like they try to smash as much stuff into one small area as possible. So what's new?
Just hanging out, playing Nintendo.
Playing Nintendo?
No, I'm just kidding. Not really. All right, that was a little awkward.
Dude, it's nice up there.
What did you guys talk about on the show today?
Oh, nothing. Paintball statistics.
Oh yeah, who's doing that?
Pat.
Liberty. Hold on.
Pat McKenna.
Who?
Pat McKenna.
Huh, who's that?
He did the stats for Houston Heat last year.
Oh yeah, he's the offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Cool. Well, it's presented very well.
Yeah. We're
And
into
it's
it.
like, I feel like you can get that information by watching the webcast.
Yeah, I think so. And then that's
A good amount
Probably
of
how
it.
you got it.
probably how we got it. Although, no, because you can't see every single
Yeah,
point.
that's
He
true.
did it quick.
Yeah, maybe he has his
Maybe
stats.
he did it from his stat sheet.
Yeah.
Damn.
Maybe you
We'll have
just
to get a
make
little
it
bit
up.
more.
That's what I would do.
What?
Make it up. Paintball stats, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
Make that shit up. How you guys doing?
Good. We just did the Paintball Combine this last weekend, and it went really well. There's 77 players, lots of kids, and
Dude, nice, bro. Yeah, I saw some pictures. You guys look like you were doing the good work.
yeah, it was really cool. It went really well. It was successful.
There's 9 of us out there. Nikki
Yeah.
Cuba.
We got Nikki Cuba. I meant to call you. I meant to FaceTime you with Nikki Cuba.
Dude, Nikki, that's funny. I was just watching Heroes for a Day.
Dude, he's great, man.
Yeah.
He ended up reffing the event.
Head ref.
Head ref.
Crushing
Nikki
it,
Cuba.
too.
Dude, nice. No better head ref than the most dirtiest dog out there.
Ah.
He was good. I was watching him too. Like, see somebody like kind of doing something that doesn't seem like natural body movements, and be like, walk over there slowly, and then just like look over down at their hopper, the snake, when they couldn't see him. It was good.
What's going on with Great American Paintball? What's the sitch?
I wanted to give a shout out quickly on to all the paintball players, the pros out there that do show up at the tournaments at the NXLs that have subscribed, because that's sort of I feel like the people that are going to be most interested in it are the, like, you know, high level tournament players. Even though any paintball player, whether you are involved in the scene or not, will find it interesting. I think that you know, it's going to require the support of, you know, our part of the community to make it work. So, like, you know who you are. A lot of the pro guys have already subscribed. Thank you a lot, and that's what, you know, it's going to take to make it go. And you know, we're going to try to get the first proof off to the printer on Friday. So we're hoping that happens. Yeah, so in a couple of weeks we should have our first proof, and then we'll go through that and edit and make changes, and then give it the go ahead, and then hopefully by April sometime we'll be shipping them out to everybody.
Nice.
Oh, cool. So we're looking like an April.
And yeah, we got great contributors. We got, you know, Ryan, you wrote a great article. Josh Taylor. I got a piece from Jen Folk, Chris Shearer, Benny Carroll. Obviously, Mike Jeffrey, who's our editor, wrote 2 great pieces. I wrote a little part. And then, you know, the amount of collaboration we have from the photographers has been amazing. You know, the top photographers in the game, George Fava, Dan Shelley, Trevor Will, John McLaughlin. I mean, Philip Swindle's our photo editor. So, I mean, it's really going to be a special piece of art. Even if we only do the first 2 issues, it's going to be pretty amazing. But we're hoping to get enough people behind it to be able to make it sort of a long-term thing. So, yeah, I mean, I like it because it sort of cements our existence in a place and time on paper, you know, instead of just on a server somewhere that you're not going to really ever go back and review, because you know how that is, right? Like, you take thousands and thousands of pictures with your iPhone, and how many times do you go back and like look at those or like print them out?
Yeah.
But you know, I still have a pile of old paintball magazines that I go look through, and those are the pictures that I'm sort of stuck with. So yeah, it's really cool. I mean, the size of the thing is amazing, and I actually just hit up Mouse because I had a good picture of him, and I wanted to, you know, get his opinion on, you know, what I should throw in the blurb, or and I've been talking to different paintball players about, like, you know, what do you remember from this moment, right? And it's the picture that I want to kind of dig deeper beyond just, okay, that's a cool picture, like what was happening there. I sent one to Rainey today, and he's like, because it's him diving in the mud in Chicago, and I'm like, yo, Rainey, like, what comes to mind, like, when you see this? And he's like, another rainy day. But that's funny. So yeah, throw it in there. But yeah, no, it's kind of what I'm working on mostly for the next week or two, and then yeah, and it's not just me. It's Philip Swindle and Mike Jeffrey, who are, like, you know, banging their heads against the wall with me to try to make it happen. Like, it's, you know, a lot of work to put a book together. So gonna be exciting, and gonna be really happy when I got one in my hands.
And Peter, I was reading a comment here. People can order it through HORMESIS website?
No, there's a link on there, yeah. So it's gappaintball.com. That's GAPPAINTBALL. So it's 2 P's in the middle, Gap Paintball. And
cool.
You can order it on there. And the subscription comes with the 2 first issues, one in spring and one in fall. So you get, for $80, you get 2 issues. And we're going to have some promos later on, too, to try to drum up some more subscribers. And people that have already subscribed will also be privy to, like, whatever we're going to do with those promos. So
cool.
Once we stop the subscriptions, though, we're going to probably increase the price on it. And it is limited. So it's going to be under 2,000 issues we're going to make. So we're not quite sure how many we're going to do yet, but it's going to be under 2,000. We know that. And it's going to be only made once.
GreatAmericanPaintballMag.com.
GapPaintball.com.
Okay.
They both work actually.
Yeah.
GreatAmericanPaintballMag.com or Gap Paintball. I tried to get that because it was shorter.
Okay.
I wanted Gap with 1P paint, or I want a GA paintball with 1P.
Like GA paintball?
Georgia Paintball. Some field out in Georgia owns that, and it actually isn't their. Primary domain. It just forwards there. Like I can't remember the name of the field, but I called them. I'm like, hey, this Alex FRAIGE, I wanted to see if you're interested in selling this domain, and I had no clue who I was, so they just never called me back.
We'll sell you idiots on YouTube if you want to link that.
I'll sell it to you. Is that still going?
I don't think so. I think they finally took
Really?
it down. Yeah.
Idiotsonyoutube.com. Sorry, this store is currently unavailable. Are you the store owner? Because we'd like to serve you. There it is. GreatAmericanPaintballMag.com or GAPPaintball.com. You could put GAP-paintball.
I could grab that one, yeah.
It wouldn't have been good if it was just Gap Paintball. Gap Paintball. Georgia Paintball.
GA Paintball, really?
No.
You think 2Ps is better?
Well, right, because it just has to. Otherwise, it would be Great American. Well, yeah. Gap Paintball.
Great American Paintball?
Yeah. Shit. Why don't you just get Gap.com?
Yeah.
Dude, this person has great fingernails. Who is that?
Flipping the pages.
Is that Yoshi's thumb?
What are you talking about?
You. Look at that nail.
Oh, on the website? Yeah, no, those are Yoshi's hands.
Wow. He's got
Yeah,
very.
he keeps his fingernails in great shape.
I mean, how does he build? Like, I thought he builds guns a lot.
Yeah, he's careful.
Damn.
Yeah, like if I do something like that, I'm like, I mean, and he works like, in construction sometimes too, and his fingers are always just, pristine. Like I'm doing one little plumbing job, and my hands are like covered in rust and mud.
That's a very very young looking hand. Not
AI,
very,
that part.
This is AI for sure.
Yeah.
You edited this.
What?
This is post production.
Not the one of him holding up the magazine, but the one of it's like
the magazine being flipped over.
The page being flipped, and it's just like a hand.
We can't show you.
Yeah,
it's too much work. It's just the main page. The picture with Oliver.
It says features and photos, and it's a picture of Oliver.
And there's a thumb pushing over the page.
Oh yeah, that's a rendering.
Knew it.
I knew it.
Yeah.
That's not you.
Who is Render?
Huh?
Who's Render?
Render? Who's Render?
That's whose hand it is?
I'll put that on the list of baby names.
So did you picked up a new guy?
Yeah, we did.
What's that?
Oh yeah, that was news. Renee. Renee's
Do you know
good.
him?
Yeah, he was at our Hurricanes practice. I think this weekend was like basically his second tryout.
Is he good?
Yeah, he's really good. I'm
What does he do?
He's a front guy. Communicates extremely well. High IQ.
And where'd he come from?
Notorious.
Oh, snaked him.
Yeah.
And Notorious.
Oh, he was already a pro.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And you also got, and then Notorious grabbed Matt Rao.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yoshi's brother. You know Yoshi's brother's name is Matt Rao.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Ray Noodle, the young stunner. Renee is a really good dude. Renee Dirt.
No, that was for Render.
Oh, Render D's. Already got a nickname. Ray Noodle. All right, well. It's been fun.
Hopefully, you get your.
So who has the best stats?
Whoops.
We were kind of tied on a lot between me and Ryan.
Oh, what are your stats?
Let's bring him up again. I'll throw him up on the screen here.
So how many points did you play, Kyle?
So it was compared for prelims. We both had 18. Our win percentage was both 61.1.
Holy shit.
Point survival, I had Ryan beat at 44.4%, and Ryan was 27.
Wait, but you played an additional match in the prelims.
Yeah.
Correct.
Break survival, we're tied at 94.4. Bunkers played off the break. Ryan had 5, I had 4. but they just counted the other side of the back center as a 5th spot.
Oh, so like if you're shooting at the right and the left,
that's 2.
spots?
Yeah, suck it.
Win percentage from your most played bunker, Ryan won at 100%. I got 66. Number of points with his gun up off the break, he was at 66. I was at 83. Percentage of teams points played was 78 for Ryan, and I was 64.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really even.
So are they just like releasing one person a day or something?
Kinda seems like that.
Yeah, not sure. Not sure how they're gonna do how they does it. Just kind of think you just grab some stats and throws it out there. It's definitely really cool. A lot of the guys that are watching this are pretty stoked on it. I think it's, like you said, packaged really well and
Chris Shears were pretty good.
Yeah.
Saw his.
Chris sent it to me and he goes, "Shh, don't tell anybody."
What do you mean?
It's a top secret. I was like, okay. And then
before I got released
the next day.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna send me some dirt that I couldn't talk about.
Did you guys talk about the Ironman getting kicked out, or was that last week?
That was last week.
Yeah,
that was
we
a good
talked
one,
about
though.
it a little bit.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
Anything else good and exciting?
No, just the combine. Just that's all we
Super
did
Bowl?
over the weekend.
Super Bowl, yeah.
Super Bowl party?
Yeah, who do you think's gonna win?
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are gonna win, baby.
Oh,
Bud
yeah.
Light.
Yeah,
And Bud Light.
I think so.
I'm actually kind of excited.
As long as they
I'm
sell
gonna be
Bud
home.
Light and Doritos, I'm happy. Let's take a bet.
What do you want to bet?
Okay, if I win, whoever loses has to kiss the winner's shoe and declare that they're the greatest in the world.
Yeah, but what if I think the Chiefs are gonna win also?
I think the Niners are gonna win.
You just said Travis Kelce and
Yeah,
Taylor
but they don't
Swift.
have to win the game in order to win.
Oh, they're just gonna win it live.
They've already won.
Oh wow. You think the Niners are gonna win?
Dude, come on. You gotta go for defense in the Super Bowl.
Kiss his shoe and declare that he's the greatest
last time, remember,
ever.
the Niners played the Chiefs.
I'd rather lose $1,000.
3 years ago? 4 years ago?
What is it,
Remember that?
Sammy?
The Niners played the Chiefs like 3 or 4 years ago in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Who won?
Was that Colin Kaepernick?
I don't
I
know.
can't remember. Or Jimmy Garoppolo. I can't remember. Somebody, the Niners were winning, and then it was like 4th and like 25, and Mahomes hit Tyreek.
It was Jimmy
So
G. They
Niners
say.
Niners are coming for revenge.
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G, right.
Yeah, I'd rather pay the Facebook scammer bill than have to kiss your shoe ever and declare that you're the best.
And you have to wear lipstick before you kiss me.
That makes it really bad. But you have to put red lipstick
I'll
on.
think about it. I have until Sunday.
Red lipstick. Come on, it's on the show, bro. Make the bet. At practice, we'll do the
I can't do it, dude, because I don't know enough information. I'm not just gonna make a bet just to make a bet.
information, bro. You're the fantasy football king.
I am not the
don't know
fantasy football
anything.
king. I don't know who's gonna win. The Chiefs might
What's the
win.
spread? What's the spread on the game?
I have no clue.
We'll look it up. And you got a computer there.
Okay. What do I say? Is the spread on
Yeah, Super Bowl spread.
Super Bowl? I bet someone knows it already.
gonna
Super
be
Bowl
like
odds
-2.5.
58. Super Bowl 58 odds of betting lines for Chiefs Niners. Chiefs spread San Francisco -2.
2, okay. So San Francisco's favored by a field goal.
Oh wow. Chiefs money line San Francisco -129. Kansas City 109.
So I think that because the spread is that close, I think it's a pretty even money bet. So I'll take the Chiefs if you want, but I want to root for the Niners. I'll take either team. I don't care. All I want, either way, I'll let you choose your fate. Collectively, the universe is rooting for the Chiefs, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's meaningful, right? Like you gotta think, like you know, the media and the refs and everybody want the Chiefs to win, and you know.
I don't know. Do you think Brock Purdy can handle it? Do you think he can handle the pressure? Interceptions.
That's a thing, right? You know Mahomes can. Dude, Mahomes is like, they're like dynasty, dude. They've already won 2 Super Bowls. They're just on borrowed time. They don't give a shit what happens.
Do you think that, dude, how crazy is it? It's completely dark outside here, and the sun's still over there.
Oh, yeah. Well, oh, yeah.
Here we are, baby.
Well, maybe it's just because of cloud coverage over here.
Mm-mm. It's called the curvature of the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Coriolis effect.
Oh, he's farther over?
North.
Well, I know, but he might be farther over.
Oh, he could also be a little further to the left.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
A little bit of both. He's closer to the sun.
Yeah.
He's taller. I'll think on it.
Dude, it's the show, man. You gotta make it now. That way everyone will be like...
Do we have to do lipstick?
Kyle, how about you?
The lipstick is the
I'm not taking that.
The lipstick is the kicker, dude.
Okay, no lipstick.
Fuck it, I'll take the Chiefs. Let's go.
Okay, lipstick.
Let's go, Chiefs! I don't know if the Chiefs are going to win, though. I just don't believe...
That's why it's a fun bet.
That is a fun bet. All right, you guys heard it. What you should do is you have to use a flip phone for a week.
That would probably make you more productive.
Yeah. Okay. Of course, Nick. Of course, there's going to
be a video.
There's a 1,000% going to be a video.
Yeah.
God damn it! You're the best. All right, Mike Krabby. Super Bowl. All right. Just to reiterate, the winners of the show, we got James Hall, D-Side Paintball, which is Bill Hayward, Michael Howard, Colts drummer, Blake O, Ty Dang, and Mike Sanchez are all winners in the show. I don't know why it...
You made it to Home Depot?
Yeah.
Didn't put spaces between their names when I did it. James Hall, D-Side Paintball, Michael Howard, Colts drummer. Ryan Greenspan did not win.
3/4.
Blake O, Ty Dang, and Mike Sanchez are all winners on tonight's show. I just had to run it in the background because, well, you know. That's what happens. That's what happens when we're having a great show. That's what happens when we're having a great show.
Yeah.
Oh, saw a great movie. 2 great movies on the last flight. One, both of them are on Netflix. One, I know you're not gonna watch, but it was that the newish movie about the GameStop stock. That one's really good with Seth Rogen and what's that funny guy from Saturday Night Live who's not really that funny?
Oh,
Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson. And then another one called Pain Dealers with Chris Evans and what was that girl I said earlier? I don't know.
True Detective?
No, I haven't seen True Detective. Is it good?
Asteroid City. True
Asteroid
Detective's
City.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Dude, Asteroid City was confusing. It was good acting, though.
Yeah, a lot of good actors.
So, there you have it. All right, everybody. Thank you all very much for tuning in here. Great show here today on Tuesday. Pain Dealers is good. Thank you, Doc. See, I like Doc.
Mm-hmm.
He's number one. You're number one.
Your sport go.
I gotta focus on what I'm doing. See you
all right.
All right. Good luck, dude. Hope your house doesn't flood. For real, dude. That sounds like a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So, again, thank you guys all very much for tuning in. Thank you also for some of those stats that you guys gave me. Speaking of stats, just getting some stats, some market data. And thanks, Pat McKenna and Paintball Stats. If you guys want to check out the Paintball Combine website, obviously it is past, but all the scores will be posted up there. You can see maybe if you had competed in it, where exactly you sit. Do a little bit of little spelunking on there. Figure out where you're at. Remember to check out Gen X Global. The link I'll toss in here again. But go to gxgsports.com and you can get your pods pre-ordered for the event. Thank you very much to Paul and Matrix Gear for your support for, I think, almost 2 years now. You're a show supporter. Yeah. I'm gonna hit you with an air horn right now, Paul. Also, big thanks to Dustin and GG Sports for making not only a killer paintball field and being the only person to listen to me with throwing a tournament. Got a special place in my heart.
Right under here.
Yeah. Thank you to all of you guys, James from Island Designs, and JT, Core, Empire, GI Sports, and everything else under that umbrella. Providing you guys with some of that best paint to BOIOP or field paint only that you buy at your paintball field. And we're giving away a bunch of these things. If you won on the show, you might be getting something courtesy of Gen X Global. And I got an Officer Bubble Bath t-shirt.
Oh.
Speaking of which, I think we need to get tabs on him because he might be buying stuff that he doesn't need.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We need to stop. He needs to be stopped. All right, thank you guys. See you next week. We're gonna have a special guest on the show. Mark your calendars. Hopefully we got some juice.